Sis, welcome back. As you can tell, this is a get ready with me. I wanted to sit down with you guys and just discuss why there's been a lack of videos from me and what's to come. So it's been about a good 3 months since your girl has recorded a video. And for me, I never want to be in a bad place or be in a bad mood when I record a video. I always want to try to bring you guys good energy and like the best version of me when I come on camera. And so for a little while there, I went through, I would say, like a rut. I just didn't want to record. I got a lot in my head when it came to me making content for YouTube. I just kind of felt like my content was not good enough. And why I thought that, I don't know, but I just kind of went through a depression in a sense for like the last few months, but just have not been wanting to record at all. And I know a lot of you guys have been like, Kensha, where's your content? What's going on? And I do appreciate all the people that actually commented on some of my videos. I did see all of the love and be like, Kensha, where's your videos at? I miss you here on YouTube. And I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm in such a better place. I just went through this like weird phase where I was just overthinking content, or I would record the content and then not post it to YouTube because I didn't like it, or I felt like it wasn't good enough. And I hate that I went through that. I mean, I know I'm human. I know a lot of people go through these like depression stages. So like I said, I don't want to just ever come on camera when I'm not the best version of myself recording, because the energy that I have also reciprocates off of other people, and I don't ever just want to give you guys bad energy in my videos, or it to seem like, oh, she didn't want to record that video, why did she even upload it? Because I'm the type of person, like, if I'm in a bad mood, like, you know I'm in a bad mood. Like, there's no hiding it. My facial expressions tells everything. Like, I'm just not one of those people that I can fake it till I make it. Like, if I'm in a bad mood or if I'm in a bad rut, like, it reciprocates off of me, off my facial expressions, off my body language. It's just, I've never been one of those people that can fake it. So that's why I always really want to bring the best version of me on camera, like make sure I'm in a good mood when I upload all of my videos. So enough with that. That's why the videos haven't been there. It's because I just been in a rut about my content, kind of just all in my head. And this has happened to me before, like many years ago, probably back in like 2014, when I first tried to introduce myself to YouTube and make content. I went through the same rut where I just thought my content wasn't good enough, and I quit doing YouTube. And I don't want this for myself again, so I'm doing everything in my willpower to stay afloat and keep positive vibes when it comes to making my content and just uploading it, because I just hate when I get in my head about my content. It's not fair for me, and it's not fair to you guys either. So moving forward, there will be content back to my 3 days a week content. We're going to upload on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday. So right now it is 6:25. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's 6:25 in the morning. I'm actually getting ready for work, and I'm trying to get myself together here. Let me know how you get ready in the mornings. Typically, like right now, because I'm recording a video, but typically in the mornings, I'll drink a bottle of water. And then if Tina Marie has some content up, her Candle News Network, that is what I watch. Or if she hasn't uploaded anything, then I'll go straight to listening to a podcast about the worldly news. If you guys don't know, I enjoy listening to the news in the mornings, especially on the podcast. I like to listen to Start It Up, which is part of NPR News Network. And if not, I am probably listening. If I'm not doing that, then I'm probably listening to an Audible book. Speaking of Audible books, I've been listening to The Institute from Stephen King. If you guys don't know, I am an avid reader. Have always been an avid reader. More so recently, I've gotten into listening to Audible books, and I've really been enjoying them. I like listening to Audible books for free. So your girl likes listening to Audible books through Libby. If you have a local library, they typically have like a Libby app where you can find your local library and download books that way. So I personally enjoy doing that, listening to Libby books. And you can always find like more books that are like out and that are popular, even though sometimes those books have like a weird wait time for you to get them, because there's so many people out there that are trying to listen to the same book as you. Like I know a lot of the Colleen Hoover, she has a lot of popular books out right now, which I have not listened or read any of her books myself, but I have seen that they're pretty popular here recently, especially this summer. Her books have been popular. But me, I really like Sonora Williams. I discovered Sonora Williams on TikTok, actually. She was reading an excerpt from her book called The Run, and it was really good. It's more so of a mystery thriller type of book. So I ended up downloading it and listening to it, and it was really good. I was very surprised. She is a new author to me. She is a Black author, but I really, really, really enjoyed her books. So I've just been, doing my thing off camera, really trying to find things that excite me as a being, like trying to find new niches and things that I like to do. Like this summer, y'all, my daughter started a garden with her grandma, and her cucumber plant, they planted a bunch of things, but the cucumber plant like really excelled this year that we grew. So we had a crap ton of cucumbers. And you know what I found myself doing here recently? Canning the cucumbers and making pickles. And that has been so fun for me. It's just been so fun. And I never thought that I would be the type of person that would enjoy canning. Like, sorry, y'all. That's my alarm. That's how you know this is a realistic video, because I probably will not edit this out. But I just been finding so much joy in like canning and reading and pickling random vegetables. It's just been nice. And in those 3 months, like I said, I went through like a weird, I wouldn't say weird, but I did go through a depression where I was just kind of like beating myself up about content that I was making and just things in general that I was going through. And so I found an outlet by like rediscovering books, reading again, and canning, like just getting in the garden, getting sunlight, getting outdoors. And I'm not really an outdoorsy person, but there is so much joy just watching your plants grow and like the weekly process of them changing and evolving. And that's how I kind of felt as a person. Like I felt like each week I would find a different niche that I enjoyed. And I was just evolving and getting my mental back into the place that I needed to be to record videos again. And I feel like I'm there at this time. So you guys will be getting content. So I'm so excited, y'all. I have so much content to film that's on my mind. And that's the thing about my content. And when I sit down in front of this camera, I literally, like now, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just talking. And that's, I feel like, how some of my best videos come about, is me just sitting down talking, being realistic with you guys, just seeing what's coming to my mind, especially about products. Like when I get products, if I'm very weird about this. Like if it's a product, say I know I'm interested in, that I'm going to review on my channel, I will not watch anybody's video about that particular product until I get the product myself and actually use it. And if I decide to review it, then I'll after I make my video, then I'll upload it and then I'll watch people's videos. I don't like to be influenced by other people's opinions until I use the product and get my own opinion, and then I'll review and see, and then I'll watch and see what other people are saying about the product. Hopefully that makes sense, but I am just that way. Always been that way. So I'm just that type of person. Like I don't like to be influenced by other people, in a sense, when it comes to my thoughts on a particular product. So anything on my channel, do not watch other people's videos beforehand until after I'll review the product myself and try it out. Is that weird? Does anybody else do that? Let me know. My face looks hella red, but I promise it's gonna come all together. I literally look like a clown. I think it's the bronzer, but I normally do my makeup like this for work, so it's gonna all come together, sis. I promise. You're probably like, damn, what the hell is Kensha doing to her face over there? See, and this is the thing. I get to talking and then I lose focus and I just start just doing random shit to my face. Like all this blush was not needed. What I probably should have done, which is what I normally do, is normally if I'm going to work, I really don't grab blush. I normally use the MAC Whisper of Guilt highlighter on top of my bronzer. So I pull my bronzer all the way up and then I just put the highlighter on top where it looks like it's blush. I mix the two together where it looks like blush, but I don't know. I've just been liking this wave. Yeah, sorry, y'all. My nose is kind of running a little bit, but I like to put blush on my nose to give me that like red nose effect. Like, I don't know, it's just been my thing lately. So, and then have y'all been watching the new series on Netflix, the Jeffrey Dahmer series? All of my sis that are like me and like crime. I've known about Jeffrey Dahmer since, gosh, forever. I think I started getting into crime shows probably when I was like 13. I would say about 12, 13 years old. So I've heard of Jeffrey Dahmer. I've heard about him, just like John Gacy. I can go on, y'all. The Taco Bell killer. Like, I know BTK killer. Like, I know about all of those. I've looked up documentaries and series and about those serial killers. I do like crime. But I don't know if you guys know this, but I did take some criminology classes when I was in college. My major is sociology and then my minor is anthropology, which I did graduate almost a fucking decade ago. But I have mixed feelings about this series. To me, I am very appalled that a lot of people don't even know about Jeffrey Dahmer and how he was accountable. Like, that's the part that's shocking, and that it went on for, I want to say he killed people from the 1978, from the time he was 18 to 91. That's like 13 years. And so to me, that his case is one of the most bizarre cases I've ever looked into and read about and watched documents on. So it's just crazy to me that a lot of people don't even know about him until recently because of how his of that series on Netflix which I hate that there is so that, you know, they're giving him his shine again. Like, you got to think about those families that are rehaving every time a document comes out about him or any serial killer. Those family members of that deceased person are still having to go through the traumatization of what happened to their loved one. And I'm sure those families are not being compensated for that Netflix series. So it just kind of makes it disgusting that every time we turn around, they are glorifying by making documents on these serial killers, because there's so many of them. Like, why add another documentary about him? He got killed in prison. Like, why are we steady making documents about this man? And I think he's been dead at least 20 years at this point. Like, why are we still glorifying him by making documents about him? I don't know, y'all. Apparently I'm just ranting, but if you get what I'm saying, then you know, like, stop glorifying these serial killers. And I also know that his brother, he had a brother, which I don't know if the Netflix series talks about him, but the brother ended up changing his name just so he could get away from people looking him up and finding out his business and seeing where he's at, because he was related to Jeffrey Dahmer. Speaking of serial killers, y'all, apparently I'm on a serial killer rampage right now. Y'all know I love Apple TV. I talk about Apple TV every time I do one of these get ready with me's. And I gotta hurry up because it's 6:38. I need to be ready. My makeup needs to be done by 6:45. I was watching this show on Apple TV called The Blackbird. Y'all, if you have not subscribed to Apple TV, I promise it is worth the little $5 that they charge you. There is so much good content on Apple TV. Anyways, Blackbird is about this guy who goes to prison, and he goes to prison because he has weapons and he's selling drugs. And so they gave him a lot of time. His dad was like a former like cop, and so I think that kind of like helped him stay out of trouble and like stay from getting caught. Well, he goes to prison and he gets a lot of time. I can't remember exactly how much time he got initially, but the kicker is they're like, hey, if you want to get out, we need you to be friends with this guy that's a serial killer. He is they pretty much think the guy is a liar. Like, I wouldn't say like a psychological liar, but he's a liar. Like, they just think that he's lying about knowing about all these cases because he's confessing to these crimes, but there's no body. And so this guy was killing these girls. I think there was like 10 girls he killed, but they couldn't find the bodies because this guy had, the guy that I'm talking about, the guy who is a serial killer, he grew up burying bodies. So none of these victims, they could find their bodies. And so they needed a confession from the serial killer. And so the guy that was selling drugs, he basically had to go to prison and befriend this serial killer and get him to get a confession. And he confessed, y'all. This is based on a true story. I cannot think of the guy's name at the moment, but it's based on a true story. And that was the first time I had ever heard of that story. And to think this happened back in the 90s as well. these people, it's so crazy how this is. I don't know where I left off at, but my camera just completely cut off. So I've just been talking and I don't know how long my camera has been off. But I was talking about serial killers there for a little bit. I went on a little serial killer rant page. So if you caught that, then kudos to you. You've been listening. But right now I'm just about to put on my lip color. This is Dulce Colors Peaking. If you guys are interested in maybe what I use this morning for my makeup, then I would leave it listed down below in the description. I've been really loving Dulce Colors, their products, just their lip products, especially their skincare products. My lips are so dry, and I called myself exfoliating. I think I may be a little dehydrated and need to drink some water. Alright, so I'm not sure what happened, but I was just talking and realized that my camera cut off. So I just went ahead and finished getting ready. It's 6:52 right now. So yeah, I just have to add a necklace and some earrings. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for listening to me just talk. I mean, who is just really talking like this at 6 o'clock in the morning? Me. I was just talking about everything that popped in my head. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe I can do more of these, maybe once a week, just like get ready with me. I might have to just film a little bit sooner, but your girl has to go get her kid ready for school. So be sure to leave me an emoji down below. Leave like a shopping bag down below if you made it this far. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, sis.